there was no glitch because the definition of a glitch is I apply a software patch and you get unexpected results, meaning you applied the patch. What happened was not a glitch, it was sloppy work, was human error. The company that was the company executing, I mean, maintaining this software for Jamb failed to update the latest patch on 157 centers. So that what happened was not a glitch because if it was a glitch, the places where they updated all worked well. The places they did not update was where the issue, I mean, where they got the issue. And Lagos State had 206,610 people involved. Owerri Zone had 173,387. So Lagos had 54.4%. Owerri Zone had 45.6%. But unfortunately, Owerri Zone encompasses the entire Southeast. Now, does it mean every single result in the Southeast? No, because by the time they patched it up, some kids wrote the exams. So some people, kids got their real result. Unfortunately, the people that wrote the result before they patched the algorithm, I mean, the unupdated software marked them down. Basically, what happened was it did not receive all their responses back. That was how, because the software itself was written by one guru in Jamb, Dubem or something. I can't pronounce his name well. It was the software was developed by someone that works in Jamb, Ndubem ND something. But Indubem was not the person responsible for updating the servers. That work was contracted. The company that they contracted it to, nobody has disclosed it. The individual centers, like people, man of prestige, coming here to say it's affecting Festac, nobody has disclosed the Lagos centers that are affected. Actually, the girl that actually committed suicide, she did her own in Ikorodu, and Ikorodu is not like a Southeast region. So let's stop saying what we don't know and stop lying to newspapers that don't exist. Now, here's the thing. I think it's so unfortunate and unfair because those kids have to write the exam today and they have a short window because there's other two exams currently going on. So I think there needs to be a class action suit filed against Jamb. There needs to be some form of compensation because I can't stop nor put myself in those kids' shoes because we all passed through this Jamb phase. We thought, I mean, Jamb was kind of like the end of the world, even though, I mean, I was fortunate enough not to have an issue with Jamb. So it's just something. Now, who needs to resign? Who doesn't need to resign? I mean, Professor Oloride coming out crying on TV. I mean, fake tears, real tears, I don't know. The only thing I know is he owned up to whatever happened. He owned it. Now, definitely the vendor that's responsible for patching those servers is responsible. The oversight of the vendor, because I don't know the oversight of that vendor, whoever overseeing the vendor. And if we need to take the accountability all the way to the top, then we take it to the top. But it kind of like brings about some reforms that needs to happen. I personally don't think Jamb needs to be scrapped because that's the it's just like SAT. It's a standard way of measuring performance. And then the individual universities, you will now go and take your test because you will overwhelm many schools if there's no Jamb to just kind of like level everything up. But what will now happen to the results of the kids writing it today? Like, if they don't perform, I mean, I don't think this is a good enough solution. I don't know why they can't take the old response and mark it manually. I don't know if data was lost. I mean, it just makes me think, where are they storing the data? Is it local storage or is it cloud storage? Because why can't you simply take the outputs of those kids and bounce it off the answering? I mean, if you have to mark it manually, mark it manually. But it's just unfair now that they have to rush and write the exams today. Then who knows how their results will come out? So there needs to be a class action suit. Whatever compensation that should be given to those kids needs to be given to those kids because I think it's unfair. Whatever heads that needs to roll needs to roll. But I think Jam should stay.